before we even start,
We're
Elliot said he
finally
came here to
live.
do two things. I got to know what that is.
What we got, Elliot?
Drink beer.
We'll start this thing off great. What?
If
Did
it
you see
involves a
that?
banana hammock, we need to see it. Party and
Hey,
bug
what's
and
up,
show.
guys?
I like it.
Thank y'all for tuning in. It's going to be a mini CSR tonight. How about that? Is that right, guys? Is that good?
Yeah. Mini episode.
That's right.
Yep.
We got the bush.
I believe, real update real quick. I think the Canes are up 2-0, maybe. I know they scored 2. Hornets, Hornets are already down by
Brett
13.
Pesci. 13. That's giving them a lot. I thought it was 20. Yeah, I think Pesci.
Right, cool.
I think Pesci scored and
All right,
scored.
so we're gonna get started, man. We're gonna put the Panthers up front and kind of talk about the last game, and then kind of a mini recap of the season, and then we'll just go from there. Is that good, guys?
Yep.
Do it.
We'll
Hey,
take
Justin, start us out.
Well, we got to win against our big boy rivals, the New Orleans Saints. We know we all hate those guys.
Yep.
Pinero kicked it off for the win, the 10-7, which was
what a great season that guy's had.
The game was really ugly, though.
Yeah, it was ugly. It was definitely ugly.
Offense looked terrible. I think Sam Darnold completed 3 passes, maybe.
Was it 22 yards total? Was it something like that?
I think, it was something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was 40.
Okay. I knew it was under 100. I knew that.
I remember I was at work, and I think I got the score alert, and he had like 4 passes.
I mean,
at half.
It was
like,
ugly, guys, but
gosh.
I will take an ugly win. And I know people want to talk about the draft position and all that crap. Look, I'm always going to pull for my team. That's just me. So, especially against the Saints. Especially against the Saints. I can't stand the Saints.
Saints.
Yeah.
I mean, any division rival. You know what I mean? So, it was fun going down there, kicking their butt, showing them who's boss. Really, we're 2-0 in the season on them. Slight work on the Saints. So, I don't know, man. I really was hoping Darnold would come out there and sling it like he would against the Bucs, but it is what it is.
I mean, they have a better defense than I think they have a better defense than the Bucs, anyways. Their secondary is way better than the Bucs, I think. So.
And they've been playing well. I mean, hadn't the Saints won like 4 straight?
Yeah, they've been killing it.
Up to that
Andy
point.
Andy Dalton was playing pretty good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I agree. I mean, the thing was, I'm just glad we won the game, man. It's like there was a quote by Wilkes after the game I thought was pretty cool. I think it might have been the next day in the presser. He said something about somebody said it was an ugly win, and he said ask Aaron Rodgers if he'd rather have an ugly win or a loss. Which a pretty loss.
Ugly win or
so
a pretty
I
loss.
mean, I agree 100%. So win's a win.
Yeah, we had some bonehead moves. Foreman. I've never really seen Foreman.
Right.
And I really don't know what he was so upset about. I didn't think it was a dirty tackle, unless the guy said something to him. But if you do, you gotta control that. Yeah.
Especially at this level, and as long
they said he apologized to the team. So.
But
hey,
we all want him back next year.
Chuba ran well.
Obviously, Burns.
He's been running good.
Chuba's a good running back. His biggest thing is his hands. But going back to, I was gonna say something about Burns. Burns not playing, not getting the franchise record, which we all wanted, and then us throwing it for 43 yards. Obviously, DJ did his.
And I was really pulling
get his
for him
1,000
to get
yards. So after this lackadaisical offensive showing, do we think? Obviously, we're looking for a head coach. Do you think McAdoo might be out the door?
I personally think it will be.
So mean, what are your thoughts on since I guess we can pull to the season recap? Were you guys impressed by him this year?
I don't know if impressed is the word. I'll be honest with you. Although I wasn't crazy about his play calling this year, he actually did better than I expected, because I did not like that hire from the get-go. And so, did he do awful? No. He was probably, maybe he was about what I expected, maybe. Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, I don't know if he did enough to, I guess, keep his job with a new coach coming in. You know, if that's Wilkes, if that's one of these other 15 candidates that we're trying to interview, I don't know if he did enough to keep his position solid there.
I don't either.
Personally, I mean, what you think?
Yeah, I think he was way too inconsistent. It was, one game we were looking like the Detroit Lions out there scoring 38 points or something. And then the next game, we can't even throw for 100 yards. Too inconsistent. I feel like he wasn't using the players, at least our receivers, to their abilities. I think
that's fair.
I think maybe Chenault, he knew exactly what to do with Chenault, but he didn't know what to do with DJ.
Yeah.
I'll give him credit. I mean, and this might be Terrace Marshall, but Terrace Marshall started looking way better, though.
Well, they started using him.
Well, he got played.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was the way he was using them or the way that Terrace was playing.
Right. And Terrace got more comfortable.
The one that puzzled me, and I think, Justin, you were the one that said it last week, was Higgins. I still don't understand. We hardly even use that guy.
Yeah. That one baffled me every day.
Yeah.
We were all
I know the coaches see stuff that we don't see, and I get all that, but I thought he was a pretty solid receiver in Cleveland. And like Steven just said, when we signed him, I thought, man, that's probably going to be one of those under-the-radar signings that turns out to be really good.
Yeah, because I think one of us, it might have been me, said that we thought he might push Robbie for the number 2. Yeah, exactly.
Did he catch any passes in Arizona?
They're not even playing no more.
Okay.
I think he caught 4. And that was
didn't see his name much. But no, McAdoo. I think it's a good question, Stephen. I personally don't think, if Wilkes comes back, I don't think McAdoo's coming back. I mean, he's not if we get a new head coach. So, yeah, I personally think McAdoo's gone.
Yeah. I do too. I think we need somebody. I'd like to find someone younger, like a young QB coach that's done well. We got to do a little more research in the off season. But someone younger, more explosive offense. Obviously, we got to have the quarterback to push down the field, be able to do that. But just kind of open it up. I want to see a Bills offense, Kansas City offense. And obviously, the quarterback has a big part in that. I get that. But just to see it spread out like that, we never were.
That's the thing. We got to get some offense.
So,
and I think that's the big rumor that Tepper's wanting to go offensive minded. I get that. I understand, because I want to score points too. But I don't know.
Our defense already says so well.
Yeah, that's true. If everybody can stay healthy.
Yeah.
But bringing up, we were talking about Wilkes. I think personally Wilkes has done enough to get the job. My take was, I'm not completely, head over heels. We got to give him the job. But if we did hire him, I wouldn't be upset. But
no,
I'm getting a sneaky feeling that he's not going to be hired. That's just, I hope, maybe I'm wrong, but there's a lot of offensive people they're interviewing.
Yeah, like you just said, there's 6 offensive coordinators we're interviewing, and 2 because Gerard Mayo just declared he's resigning with the Pats. So you got the other who was it? D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah. D'Amico Ryans.
Wilkes is the only one.
The one I keep hearing so much about, guys, is Stephen, your relative Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
he's
think it's what Brian.
yeah,
Brian
he's.
Johnson,
That's the one
cousin
that
over
he's
there.
got local ties, and yeah, and
Ben,
he's got local
Ben
ties, and
Johnson.
everybody keeps talking about him. But I just don't know at this point, man. I'm really starting to get the feeling that Wilkes is not going to get the job.
So if it's not Wilkes, we'll just say Wilkes is our number one guy, right? If it's not him, who would you guys want out of the candidates that we are interviewing, or maybe someone,
Right.
Someone that we're not even
Go ahead,
interviewing
Justin.
yet, or not going to interview.
If it's not Wilkes, I want the guy from the Lions or the Eagles.
For Philly. Yeah. That's your two front runners, I think.
Yeah, my number one choice would probably be the guy from the Lions, honestly.
Yeah.
Like he's like you were saying, Steven, that younger like head coach. I think he's like 36. Like
I'm telling you, that's Steven's distant relative.
Yeah, I got him pulled up.
I mean,
hey,
all those. All Smith and Johnson are all related. So Elliot said, Macadont. Macadont.
Yeah. McAdoo or Macadont. Macadont. But my number one guy, and this is like as soon as Rule got fired, this is who I was looking at. It's just Shane Steichen or something like that. It's the Eagles offensive coordinator. Yeah, that's who I would want. I mean, he's done well with quarterbacks. He worked on the Chargers coaching staff when Herbert was drafted. He's turned around Hurts' kind of career. Hurts is looking like an MVP now. Now, is that him or is that just the talent he had? I mean, no one knows.
It may be.
2 for 2 right there, right?
I don't think we can go wrong with. Like Justin said, those I think are your two front runners.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to jump.
No, and it's nothing against either one of those guys. To me, that's almost like your retread. I don't want to retread.
And I mean, Jim Caldwell, he's had his time as a coach, and unfortunately did not go the way he wanted. He lost a lot of games. Frank Wright was that offense coordinator for the Eagles, and then he went to the Colts, and they didn't do too well. I want somebody new.
In other words,
just somebody.
I think is this a good way to say it? Stephen, tell me if I'm wrong on this. Those guys have been head coach before. Coaches too. These guys we're talking about, those guys have never had the opportunity. So that would make them our guy.
Right. And the difference between, like, if we want Harbaugh instead of those guys is Harbaugh had success in the NFL.
But
These
it's kind of like
didn't have a whole lot of
it's like drafting a quarterback.
So,
that's what everybody keeps saying. Well, we want to draft our quarterback. We don't want another quarterback coming in here. Well, that's kind of how I'm feeling about these coordinators. They've not been head coaches, so let's go ahead and be the ones that give them their first shot. So
we need to find our Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
That's what we need to find.
Yeah. What do y'all think? Let me ask y'all this, since we're talking about young guys. What do y'all think about McVay? What do you think about that situation?
Oh, I don't know, man.
I think it's kind of weird that you just won the Super Bowl and then things don't go your way, and now you want to take your ball and go home. I don't know why.
Right.
Money. Yeah. All his money is.
And I don't know, man. All those contracts
they ain't got any money,
anything, right? But I feel like, I don't know, like the way he kind of did Jared Goff and stuff like that, I just feel like he wasn't in it for the players. Like, I don't know, man. I just had a funny feeling about him. And just seeing how well Goff did once he left this year, obviously Goff struggled last year, but this year now he had a head coach that believed in him. He had the offensive coordinator behind him.
I was happy for Goff. I was glad to see him play well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I agree with you two guys. That's the two that if Wilkes doesn't get it, that's the two that I'm looking at. One of the rumors I had heard was that 49ers defensive coordinator was who Tepper really liked. Yeah.
That was at the very yeah. That was
another interviewing him. So, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, I don't know who's interviewing.
Well, and that's a whole nother issue. And I loved when Tampa Steve, we were all talking to him, and I told him, he said he would ask his dog. I said, well, I'll ask my cat to see what my cat thinks about who we should pick. So
yeah.
So whatever.
They should just go to the streets and take polls.
I just don't understand that whole dynamic. I mean, I'm not trying to be. This is not a sexist statement in any way. If she was some kind of president or something in the franchise, okay, but why is she part of the committee? I don't even understand it. No. So
it doesn't make any sense at all. That's like having the doctor's wife come do surgery on you. You know?
Yeah.
Why
I don't get it.
I
don't know. I thought it was a joke when I first heard it, but it's not. It's fact.
Like one of them NFL memes pages. No, it wasn't. So we actually have some good conversations.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask y'all. If y'all want to read some of this.
So Elliot had said
we were going to talk about that,
which we were going to bring up anyways. Yep. And then Zach had chimed in and said rather have Carr at a discount rather than swing, and go for like the Stroud or Love or Young. I always call him Love. So that's a good conversation to have real quick. So with the news coming out with Derek Carr, either he's going to be traded. If not traded, he will be cut. If we can get him as a free agent, would you guys mind swinging for him?
Go ahead, Justin, and I'll comment.
I honestly wouldn't. If the price is right, obviously I think he's better than Baker already. So that's an upgrade at itself. I think he's better than Sam. Yes. Would I want Sam back? Sure. But if we can get Carr at a decent price, then I'm going Carr, and I'm saving my draft pick for a defensive player or a skill position player that we could, beef up the team with.
Or as Fitterer said, a sexy pick.
Yeah.
Stephen, I remember when we first started this podcast. Correct me if I'm wrong, Justin. I just specifically remember one time me and Stephen were talking about Carr, and we both liked Carr. I think we both said we've always liked Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Because I think at the time when we discussed it, Carr was taking some heat. And we were kind of like, we've always liked Carr. I think you nailed it, Justin. I think at a right price, especially, Stephen, what you said in the text group today, if he gets cut, why not?
Yeah. If he gets – I mean, my biggest thing, if we trade for him, we're getting rid of draft capital.
Right.
Which we have some holes we need to fill. Two, we've already done the whole trade for quarterback.
Right.
We've done it with Darnold. We did it with Baker. We did it with Teddy.
I
don't
agree.
want to trade anything else to get him. But if he's a free agent and his cap hit is ridiculous, like $41 million, which do we have the cap space? Yes, but we could use that to go get, Evan Ingram. Now, not saying we go get him, but a decent receiving tight end. We could maybe look for a veteran pass rusher like a Davenport. We can use that money for that and give him, a two-year deal, a prove-it deal.
I like what
re-sign Darnold or keep PJ, and then draft a quarterback.
I like what Elliott's saying right here. I mean, Elliott's being very descriptive on it, but Elliott's basically saying, when Carr retires in 2 years, then again we're stuck with some recycled trash. I'm more of with Carr is if Carr gets released or cut, I say try to sign him, but like you said, Stephen, I don't want to give up any more trades. I don't want to do any. We've went down that road too many times. So
yeah. In the past 4 years, it's just been off-season trade for quarterback, off-season trade for quarterback, off-season. And I do get what people were like, Elliott saying is
we all said that
we want the young guy, we want this, and we all do. But I mean, this quarterback class, in my opinion, and you guys can chime in after I say this.
I've been saying that since the beginning of the year.
It's not.
And I'm in the minority because every time I bring that up, it's like, you guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. And here's the thing. We're picking at number 9. So even if we wanted to trade up to get one of those guys, again, we're giving up draft picks. I don't want to go that route again.
Yep.
I think next year's class is going to be strong.
Yeah, if we suck next year, and if we pick, well, let's say we get Derek Carr and we suck, I mean, screw it. You know what? We have there's Caleb Williams and Drake May. If I'm correct, they're both eligible to go in the draft next year.
Yeah,
those are two guys that are ridiculous.
No Panther fan should be wanting Levis.
No,
from Kentucky.
No, I agree. I agree with that.
No.
I mean, that would be a terrible pick. I think, in my opinion, Stroud. Me personally, I think Stroud's the best quarterback in this class. Do I think he's do I think he's a guy that I would want in the top 5 pick? Probably not. He's not like a Andrew Luck coming out. He's like a Justin Fields coming out probably. You know.
I mean, Justin, I like Young. I mean, I'm not throwing any shade at Stroud, but I like Young. And I see Elliott also talked about Corral. Look, we all three like Corral. And by no means, we're not giving up on Corral at all.
No, he's still relevant.
Hey, he is in the mix. So.
But you have a decent quarterback. I mean, quarterback battle at least. If you brought in a Carr, brought back Darnold, and then you have Corral, you know, in the offseason. But if you go into the next draft and Drake May and Caleb Williams are sitting there, those are guys who are just their talent's just
to
way over
what
the
I
top,
said.
You know,
even though I like Young and he likes Stroud and all that, but overall, I just don't think this class is as strong as everybody thinks. I just don't. I mean, you know what? And I'll say this on here: if in 2 years both of them are balling out and we don't have either one of them, I'll be the first to admit, okay, I was wrong. It's on here. You got it noted. So.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Well, I mean,
but
I was just trying to say, like, you know, nobody knew Josh Allen was going to be Josh Allen.
No, look how many teams. 13 teams skipped him.
Right.
He was this kid from Wyoming, and he just had a big arm.
Yeah.
So I mean, you never know who's going to come out and be that quarterback, but you know, the talent just doesn't. It's not. I don't want to spend a top 10 pick on a quarterback that could or could not be a great quarterback.
I agree with you.
Well, I mean that's every gamble draft, you know. But I think the thing about
I was just gonna say, you know, sometimes you got that pick, you know, like you're supposed to have that guy.
Well, I think the whole thing with the whole Levis hype is they're comparing him to Josh Allen. That's the hype. If Josh Allen wasn't Josh Allen, now Levis wouldn't be talked about as much.
I think that's fair.
That's just how it is. But yeah, guys, going forward, the next podcast in the studio we're doing next Thursday. We'll have a full season recap. We'll really dive into the head coaching search.
We'll talk about
one.
Let's talk about draft, free agents, and signing our free agents because we got a couple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, Siri
guest appearance by Siri. But yeah, we'll talk about all that on the full episode next Thursday. We'll be recording.
Yep.
All right. Anything else, guys?
Nope. I mean, I think we're all happy with how the season ended. I think 7 wins.
Considering where we were,
pretty happy.
I think we ended up second in the South by tiebreakers. Considering all the crap with that guy we fired, I don't even want to say his name. You know, I think, it turned out to be a pretty decent season. All right, cool.
All right. Well, I guess next thing we'll go to is
we'll update Canes right quick. The current game going on, they're up 2-1. I think it's in the second. My TV's frozen up right now with all the bad weather. But yeah, I got the Canes. They're going on a bad roll. They were on a roll the right way. Now they've lost 4 straight. You know, everybody keeps saying they're tired, they're this, they're that. Well, no, I mean, you still got to win hockey games. And 2 of those losses were at home. So I did see Anderson got activated today, which is cool.
Yeah, I figured
but they lost their last game against New Jersey, which sucks because now Jersey's only 2 points behind us. 5-3. Right now, the Canes are 25-9-7. First in the Metropolitan, 2 up on the Devils. Third in the Eastern Conference, 11 back from Sarah. I don't want to talk about it, but the Bruins are freaking rolling.
Yeah, what is going on?
They've
with
only
them,
lost
man?
like 4 games.
Killing it.
But the Canes are
It's
back
just
11
ridiculous.
points in the conference. But again, they're playing tonight. Just want to mention real quickly, guys, because it's coming up. We got the here's the sponsor, guys. The Navy Federal Credit Union Stadium Series, which is going to be up at Carter Finley Stadium. Hey, Paul, I'm sorry, it's a dump. I know you're a State fan. It's a dump. But on the 18th of February, I'm just kidding. But there has been some merchandise out now, guys. It's starting to come out, and it's pretty cool stuff. I've seen a leak of the Stadium Series sweater or jersey. I don't know if it has officially been announced yet, but if it's what I saw, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just black and red.
Badass, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Hey, I think besides black and blue,
that's all I got.
The 2 best
on
red
Canes
right
update,
there.
unless you guys got something.
Well, I do want to talk about just real quick.
Yeah.
I can't say his name. Ferocity coming back.
Yep.
I mean, he's played pretty well. I'm sure I butchered his name, and I'm sorry, man, if you ever watch this.
But that's part of our thing, though. You have to butcher.
Ask
yeah.
Matthew Cobb about his
exactly. So, I did see where Brendan he's going to be the All-Star coach again, right? So he deserves it, man.
Yeah.
To me, he's if not the best coach, he's one of the best in hockey. So.
Yep. Oh yeah, hands down, man.
Yep. So
the proof is in the pudding with them.
Cool.
Man.
Anything else on Canes? Yeah, go Canes. We're up right
Canes.
now. Y'all remember how my TV was freezing the other night? It's doing it again.
Yeah.
It's a nice picture right now.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody took some paint and just splattered it up on there. Looks
nice.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to dump these guys.
What the hell?
All right, so Justin, you're always our resident Hornet guy. So let's let you update the Hornets.
Okay.
You want to go flush the toilet?
Hat change.
Okay, guys.
Have you ever even worn that?
For your local Hornet. Sorry, hang on. I gotta get my microphone. For your local Hornet update. The Charlotte Hornets suck ass. We are 11 and what?
31.
31, yeah.
20 games below 500.
We suck, guys. We are down to the Raptors right now, 49-33 in the second quarter.
By the way,
it just started.
That's at home.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know.
We're wearing our Till uniforms tonight, and we're getting our asses kicked. So, I saw something funny on.
Can we just say what the hell happened when we played the Bucks? And we beat the crap out of them.
Like, it's those random games where we just beat the good team, and then we can't beat anybody else.
Yeah.
And I figured Giannis didn't
I don't
play.
know what happened,
9 points. That was it.
So, real quick, guys, there's a reporter for the Raptors. His name's Doug Smith. He's tweeting right now.
Are you kidding me?
Yep, look at his name right there. Doug Smith.
Hey, that's not me, I promise.
He said.
Oh yeah, okay.
It went away, but he said something about Raptors are beating the brakes off the Hornets right now. I was like, Doug, are you sitting on the couch right now talking crap?
Hey, look, I'm right here. Here's my hand.
Yeah.
So you said he's a Raptor beat reporter?
Yeah, he's like verified and everything.
Okay, I'll have to look him up. Okay. Well, he's an excellent reporter because what he just said is actually accurate.
Yeah, it's the news.
What else you got on? What else y'all have on the Hornets?
There's not much. Tampa Steve Sanford going for one up, but
from France.
the guy from
The only
France.
other Hornets
That dude
news, Hornets news that I saw was that there are several teams that are interested in McDaniels. Did y'all see that? Yeah, Phoenix and Portland.
I don't know for some reason.
Phoenix and Portland
alerts or nothing
that are looking at him. Yeah. Hey, you know what he's doing?
Thank everybody.
Please come get. That's all I got on the Hornets.
Yeah.
There's not much to talk about.
Nothing much.
Like my mom always told me, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So
let's go to the college football playoff, the national championship. Y'all want to do that? Do we really want to talk about it?
That'll be
hey, hold on, wait a minute. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Georgia just scored again. 65.
Yeah, there's throwing touchdown.
65 to 7.
They were. I thought TCU would put up a fight. I wanted TCU to win. I figured Georgia would, but I thought they put up more of a fight.
It was ugly, man.
That was absolutely ridiculous. And it wasn't like they were scoring off like crazy plays. Georgia, it's like 98-yard touchdown pass, this, that, and the third. It was they were just running the ball down their throat, passing wherever they want. Stinson was smoking a cigar, throwing the football.
It was crazy.
I mean, dude is like
the thing that
30.
The thing that got me was in the second half. Really in the fourth quarter. I mean, I'm sitting there texting back and forth with my brother, and Georgia's still scoring, and it's their backups.
Yeah,
it's their third and fourth, like second, third, and fourth string guys. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Justin, what's your thoughts about Bennett?
I don't like. I mean, obviously he can stay in college if he chooses to, but I saw a tweet. It was dudes out here 25 years old whooping up on 19-year-old kids. Like, do we really expect anything else? I mean, he's been playing college football for 10 years.
I saw a report today that said that him and Lamar Jackson are both the same age.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, that's
Lamar
crazy.
Jackson's already won an MVP in the NFL.
Yeah.
But congrats to Georgia. Horned Frogs. Jesus. Sorry, man. I feel like, too, I think there was so much pressure on those kids that college has never been there before. And these guys have been there before,
Well, that was ugly, and it was what was funny was seeing at halftime, seeing Saban up in the booth, and all the people up there talking about how Georgia has become the dominant team in college football, and to see the look on Saban's face, it was hilarious, man. Because it was killing him.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, man, hats off to Georgia, man. I mean, you got to give them the props, man. Back to back.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, if you win by 50 too.
That's a no doubter. There's an old quote I remember in a sporting event, and this is what kept coming to my mind. If that was a prize fight the other night, they would have stopped it. Would y'all agree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They said
throw in the towel.
They should have had a running clock in the second half.
Throw in
the towel.
We're taking a timeout.
That's it for college football, y'all. Anything else? It'll be back before we know it.
Nah, man. I know. You blink and it's back. I'm ready. I'm ready to see what Carolina does in this offseason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited
you got your
about
new head
the Niners.
coach.
I mean, I would tell you guys, I know, you guys don't follow it like I do, but I mean, he has really bringing in some nice recruits. He's going to have to because we're going to the American. But, man, I'm going to tell you, man, Niner Nation's pretty excited about what's going on out there. So, hey, I say I can't wait for next year because consider what we just had. But I really –
yeah, no kidding. If it was a good college football game,
it was ugly.
One thing, but good God Almighty! So some mysterious tech guy just chimed in a random fact. It said the last team to three-peat was Minnesota from 34 to 36.
Go Gophers!
Golden
Tech guy with some stats. That a boy Tech guy.
Oh damn! Look at him, man. What's I start calling him stat guy?
right, college basketball. Let's go.
All right.
Who's going? Justin,
Well,
update them heels.
I don't want to. Because we continue to suck. I don't know why. We're so bad. It's like the Hornets all over again, dude. Freaking Baycott went out with an injury. Yep. So, I mean, there goes our big guy. Like, we were up at one point. Were we not up at halftime?
Yeah, I mean, they played well. They played well
in
the second half,
without,
Baycott and you boy is hurt. We got, oh gosh, I've lost. Nance. They played good without them, but I mean, it just got like the second part of the second half. I mean, Virginia just started taking over.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Carolina was on a roll. I mean, I think they were up by 8 or 9 when Baycott got hurt, and then it started falling apart. I mean, they need to run the offense through Baycott. Without Baycott, it's just kind of. But I don't know what they're.
I do like what I see in the big guy they brought in Washington. He's looking like he might be a prospect. So I like him, and I'm a big Davis fan. Davis is a warrior, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I really like to see Pub
a lot of people getting on Hubert about that. They're saying that Hubert's played him
because he played really well in the tournament last year. He just got gassed in the final game. I mean, he just is not used to playing those. He's not used to playing those minutes, So I don't know. Hopefully we'll do the same thing we did last year, and we'll lose to Duke once, then go beat them.
But
they definitely got to get it together. I mean, they're sitting right now, I think, tied for 4th in the ACC.
We're 11-6.
Yep.
Of course, I'm on the Bleacher Report, so it doesn't give me anything.
He's probably got a national champ.
This says 8.
8. Oh, I was going to say, our next game is against Louisville. They're 2-15.
Yeah.
So, but Louisville always whoops our ass too. So,
hopefully not this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just sucks because if we didn't take that loss to Pitt, and if we could have pulled out a win against Virginia, we'd have six straight wins. And we'd have good quality ones against Ohio State, Michigan, and Virginia, and that would have put us back in the top 25 for sure. But it's just dropping those 2 games. It's just it just sucks. And I've heard some people. I heard there's a guy that came to my place of work. He went to Carolina, and he's saying a lot of people up in Chapel Hill aren't. I didn't understand.
I haven't heard that.
That's what he told me.
A fan of who?
That's what he told me. He said they want Davis out.
Oh.
I heard Hubert Davis. And
I
didn't. I'm like, I don't understand how you say that, but that's what he said. I guess as an alumni. Now,
I haven't heard anything like that.
But I haven't heard that either. He's doing a great job recruiting too. So I don't know. That's just what I heard. Again, the guy could have been a hobo. I don't know.
All right, I'll give a quick Charlotte update. Since the last podcast, we've lost 2 straight in Florida. We lost to FIU and AU. We're now 11-5, 2-3 in Conference USA, tied for 4th. Next game is Saturday at Halton against UTSA, who is 7-10 at 2:00. So. There's your Niner update. What
was that first game you said, Doug?
The one they lost?
Yeah.
FIU, Florida International.
Oh.
And then they lost to Florida Atlantic. It was like a double Florida loss.
No, I thought it was the Gators. I was going to shout Bailey out.
Well, I got the Gators update too. You ready for that one? The Gators are actually on the upswing. Gators have won 2 straight. They beat LSU at LSU, and LSU's 12-4. So they're now 2-2 in the SEC. They're in 5th place, and they play number 20 Missouri at Florida Saturday at 3:30. And Missouri is 13-3. So, hey, Florida's playing.
SEC is pretty good this year. Basketball.
let's shout out College of Charleston again.
Just saying.
College of Charleston is still ranked 22nd. They are 16-1.
Nice.
Wow, dude, that'd be cool to see that.
I will say the game that Charlotte lost to FAU is 15-1.
Damn.
So, not bad. They only lost by like 4. So, not bad. Right now, there's only 3 ACC teams ranked in the top 25, and that is Virginia, Miami, and that team in Durham.
Don't you say it.
I didn't say anything. I just said that team in Durham. Right now, the top 5 AP poll is Houston, Purdue, Alabama, Tennessee. So Alabama, Tennessee, top 5 in college basketball. So.
Uh-oh.
Bama's.
You said Bama's what? You start freezing up a little bit.
So,
dang.
2 SEC teams in the top 5.
Yeah, ACC ain't really showing out this year in basketball. That's for damn.
Anything else? Well, y'all.
All right. Go Heels.
Niners.
Hopefully they'll turn it around.
Gators. Go Heels.
Yeah.
Go Cougars. College of Charleston.
Yeah, go Cougars.
Hey,
all right, what we got? Shout out. I just want to briefly. I'm going to go ahead and go since it's my guy. I want to shout him out. Plus, announce that it was announced today that Harvick's retiring after this season. So, you guys brought this over last week, so there it is. So I knew it was coming last year. I don't know if you guys remember at the end of the season there was rumors about that. But they made it official today. I hate to see it because I really like Harvick, but he's earned the right to go ahead and go out. You never know, man. He might have a good. I mean, he won 2 back-to-back last year. At the end of the season, so it's going to be kind of a goodbye or a victory lap, so to speak, for him. But I hate to see him leave because he's one of the old guys. He's one of the veterans. But it is what it is. I mean, everybody has to go out. I used to be a Tony Stewart fan too. So, but hey, man, congratulations to him. He's earned it, man. He's had a hell of a career, Hall of Fame career, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, but I'll be pulling for him this year, and then we'll see what goes. So.
All right. Well, my shout-outs, I got 2.
Happy birthday.
My mama's birthday was on the
Happy
11th.
birthday.
So happy birthday, Mama. Happy birthday to you. And a friend of the show, Jose, hit me up on Facebook a couple days ago. And he saw my mom's birthday post. And his mom would have been 61 on Friday. So I want to I want to say happy birthday to her. Jose, we love you, man. Thank you for the support.
Yep.
You always give us. You're a hell of a dude. Thank you for reaching out to me and talking to me. That was real cool.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to your mom.
Happy birthday. Is that all you got, Stephen? I did want to throw one more shout out, Justin, that I meant to say, and that was to a guy named Brandon Fields. Met him at the Lake Norman Watch Party Sunday. Gave him respect. He followed us on social media. He says he's tuning in tonight. I don't know if I've seen him pop up. But really nice guy, real cool guy. He'll probably be coming to some of the Canes watch parties and stuff, so I want you guys to definitely meet him. But big sports guy, really nice dude. I just wanted to give him a shout out.
Cool.
Definitely. Thanks, man.
I feel like I should have went first because all y'all's was way better.
No,
but
hey,
no, we got a follow today from a distillery in Mooresville. I don't know if y'all saw that.
I did.
Yeah,
I guess I followed.
Damn.
On my personal one.
Doug, it's not Halloween. Put the candle down. All right.
You're gonna burn that little beard you got.
It was Murdo Made Distillery in Mooresville, downtown. They followed us. I've been there a couple times. I don't know if y'all been there yet. Steven.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice place.
That sounds like a road trip.
Yeah. If you like cocktails or whiskey, any kind of whiskey, they got all that. They make their own whiskey. So, guys, if you're ever in downtown, check them out.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place.
Okay.
It's very,
Yeah.
very kind of upscale.
Yeah, I saw they followed me on my personal Instagram account too. So yeah, all right, cool. I'll follow them back.
And the last one was the regulars. If we're done,
The regular.
are we done?
We're done.
I think
Okay, guys. Well,
We're done.
guess what?
So,
Y'all can check us out on Instagram and Spotify and Facebook, and I'm going all kinds of directions right now. Twitter and iTunes. Did I forget anything?
YouTube. Did you say that?
YouTube. Yeah.
Google Podcasts.
Oh yeah, Google Podcasts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can Google.
You can Google us,
We're
too.
famous. It's fine.
Well, you
Yeah.
might not
now.
Google us. You never know what you'll find.
Yeah. Don't Google us. Yeah, you don't want to see all that.
So, guys,
Um.
are you done, Justin?
Yeah, you're good.
We'll be back in the studio, in the good old studio here next week for a full episode. I don't know if any of you guys are cracking tonight, but you know,
I got a butch.
I got y'all's leftover. But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody that tuned in. Probably went a little longer than we thought, but not bad. But we are, Stephen, chime in here and help me out. We are looking at going to Zoom and start doing these episodes full with 2 in studio and then some on Zoom instead of coming in here every time. So we're working on it, guys. So just be patient with us.
Yep.
And we're hoping with doing it that, I mean, we know it's not live, but we'll still do some live events, and we can actually post those videos on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah, and for those of you that I know, there's a couple of them. I know John, Island Dog John, Tampa Steve, they all like to listen. So we will be ripping the audio and going ahead and trying to, upload that as normal.
Yeah.
When we do the Zoom stuff. So just know that we will be doing that. So, all right. Anything else, guys? All right. Well, listen, guys, appreciate everybody tuning in. Hey, you got a lot of football coming up this weekend. Hey, man, we'll see what happens with the Panthers. There's a lot going on right now, so we'll try to cover as much as we can. So, all right, guys. Hey, by the way, I like that, Justin.
Hey, guys, make sure to tune in. We're going to do a mock draft again coming up. It'll be a couple more months, but just to let y'all know, stay tuned.
Justin's our resident. He's our.
We will have a draft episode coming up.
Justin.
Hey, me and Justin been doing
I don't mess with that until we get closer. So.
I was doing that at 1 o'clock this morning. I had to be working at 5.
All right. Anything else, y'all? All right, guys. Thank y'all. We will see y'all in the funny books, in the funny papers. Adios. We are.
Bye.
Did you hear that? Siri chimed in. Ready? Here we go. We are. See.
We are.
Are.
Do it again.